Hi everyone. So welcome to another episode of the Break Pass. So for the past few months, we have been sharing the insights into Dubai real estate and what's happening and what's going on. Now we thought it is a pertinent time to invite somebody to the studio and get an international perspective, have that comparison done with Dubai real estate, and to gain an insight into a developer which has some really amazing projects being distributed across Dubai. So without further ado, let me take this opportunity and first of all thank you very much. So this is Carmen Salas. If I pronounce it wrong, my sincerest apologies.
You're doing your best.
Okay. So Carmen has a wide range of experience in Spanish real estate. She was doing Spanish real estate and then she has shifted to Dubai. And now she's associated with Binghatti developers. So, Carmen, thank you very much for being here, for being on this platform. Tell us, how do you see the real estate market in Spain right now? And then we'll talk about the comparison. But first, let's talk about Spanish real estate market. How is it performing these days?
So it's not the best moment for real estate in Spain for both investors and
users.
Obviously, yeah. The first reason is that the prices are very high right now. Taxes are still very high. And
when you say the prices are high,
yes.
Can you give us a comparison of like a one-bedroom apartment? What's the price in a prime location?
In a prime location, we can be talking about
in dollars.
In dollars. Let's say that we go, for example, to Madrid or Barcelona, which is like prime. One bedroom. It depends on the size, because one of the things that are actually trying to fix in Spain, but there is not a lot of land. There's a lot of old buildings already done, and the sizes before were much smaller. So maybe for let's say one bedroom, we can get 500 square feet if we talk about square feet. And we can be talking about 400 and 500,000 dollars.
That makes it 2 million, around approximately 2 million. And when you talk about 500 square feet, that includes the balcony area, the common areas.
Yes.
So we're talking about a practical area of around 420 square feet.
When basically I say that the prices are very expensive right now, I talk always in correlation with the salaries, because it should be kind of the same way, no?
It has to correlate to the economy.
Exactly. So if we focus on, for example, the salary, the average salary that a normal person, normal job can have in Spain is approximately 1,500 euro, which will be equivalent to approximately like 6,000 dirham. One person alone, let's say an individual, cannot afford, not even in 20 years, to get and buy one apartment for themselves.
But you're talking about downtown, the prime properties. An average person is not supposed to buy those.
Even if you focus on, let's say, I'm a Spanish citizen, I have this salary, 1,500 euro. I will not go to prime areas, of course, I cannot afford that, but let's say that I go outside the city, okay? Outside the city, a normal one-bedroom apartment, minimum in euro, it's gonna be 130, 140, that's the average price. How can I afford? Because I have to survive also with this salary. How am I gonna afford to pay a mortgage or to pay even the down payment? Because in Spain, we have this market crashed some time ago, as everybody knows. And what happened was that the market was so over debt.
So it was overinflated and the market was there. Like
Exactly. So before you can get a mortgage easy. They were giving 100% of the mortgage. That was kind of affordable for people to get into a purchase. But what happened now is that first of all, you have to have the down payment, which is normally 20%. Okay, and you have to have also the taxes apart from that because you have to pay. So let's say that's 100. Let's do round numbers. 100,000 euro house. You have to pay 20%, 20,000 euro. How am I gonna save, even save, with that salary, 20,000 to be able to afford a property? It's impossible right now. So the price has to go in correlation with the salaries.
So the prices right now are not in correlation with the salaries that we established. What are the tax liabilities? How much are the taxes in percentages, if I may ask?
So it depends, but the taxes are going from 14% up to 21%.
21%. Those are personal taxes.
Yes.
That is levied on and individual.
Yes.
Not some organizations and something.
No.
So that's a personal income tax that you have to pay. And then the housing fees, like when you go and register a property, how much taxes do you have to pay? Like in Dubai, we have to pay 4%.
Yes.
Right. So what's that in Spain?
Normally it's approximately 10%. But the point is that there is not only one tax. There are many taxes that you have to be paying when buying a property. So it's not just the thing of I'm gonna buy a property, this is what I have to pay now. You have many different taxes. We pay then yearly, we have 3 fees. It's a lot. It's a lot. So normally what happens now is that the young generations are not owners of properties.
They're the tenants.
Yes.
And then you raised a very important point. You said that in Spain, especially in big cities like we're talking about Madrid, Barcelona, all those places, a lot of people are not investing in off-plan. Is there a lot of off-plan sales going on there? Are there any off-plan projects being launched there?
Yes.
But people are not investing, and may I know the reason for that?
So the concept actually of off-plan is not very common in Spain. First of all. For example, if we go to, let's say, Malaga, Marbella, where I'm from, that is a very popular city. So we have some launches now there of plan properties. We've been years and years without that. And people are very afraid of plan.
They're skeptical.
Yes, and there is a few reasons why. And it's, for example, some years ago, more like 2005, 2008, we had a lot of plan going on in Spain. And what happened was that the crisis came, as all know, and there was a lot of cancelled projects. The developer kept the money. Most of the properties were like this. So what happened with these people that paid some money and the project got cancelled is that they have to get into court with the developer, and it's been years and years that they are not getting one single penny.
And then there are no escrow accounts as well?
No, in that moment.
But now they are?
Now, yes, yeah.
So now we have escrow accounts there. So that is overall. And what is the kind of ROI you can expect?
Depends on the city. Let's say that the place that I'm from is one of the highest, and we can be talking about like 5-6% in terms of ROI, like pure ROI.
And the capital gain over a period of, let's say, 3 to 5 years?
Let's say that in 4 or 5 years, you can get in Spain as capital gain the same that you can get in Dubai, like in approximately 1 year. But in Dubai, you don't pay taxes on those capital gains, and in Spain, you have to pay taxes.
I think one other factor could be that in Spain, the linkage to dollar is not there. So with your currency and because you're using euro right now.
Euro fluctuates a lot.
So euro fluctuates a lot, and that peg, or like dirham is pegged with dollar. That system is not there.
Yeah.
So because of this, then all that fluctuation will also adversely affect your purchase price, and then the inflation will also hit. What's the inflation rate in Spain, if I may ask, these days?
I will put you actually an example, like a real example. We bought a villa, my family bought a villa in Spain 2005. The price in that moment, it was 530,000 euros. We were looking in...
You guys are rich, huh?
Huh?
You guys are rich in Spain. Okay.
No,
I'm falling to that.
that's not mine, but you are invited. You still have it. So we bought at that price. Then I remember like perfectly 2012. We were like, you know, you have a property, so you check on the prices, even though you don't want to sell, but you want to check
Test
what's
the waters.
Yes.
Check on the market.
Yes. So we saw that the price at that time was 300,000 euros, 2012. So,
Okay, so the
the market was like,
Okay.
Now we are talking about more than the price, but how many years have we waiting for that? 20. We bought 2005. We are now 2025. So for reaching the price, let's say 5% more, I think it's what it's worth right now. We have waited for 20 years.
5%.
Yes.
And I think in the 5%, if you count in the inflation rise and the parity between dollar and euro in Spain, and the exact amount of if you do the calculations, that is not a very good scenario.
Yeah.
So that brought you to Dubai.
So I was working between Marbella and London in real estate for a long time. But what happened in Spain is that we have 3 months, very good 3 months a year, which is basically summer, because all the foreigners come to Spain and they start buying property. But we have 9 months of a super slow market, at least in Marbella, no, where I live. So for me, I needed like some more activity, let's say, in my life, and I couldn't came to the opposite completely as relax real estate. No. Dubai is completely different. I came here like 1.5 years ago, more or less, and I can say that it completely changed my life for the best.
So this real estate, what are the key factors that differentiate between, I know the market is entirely different. Even in Spain, a lot of foreigners come and buy that.
Yes.
But Dubai real estate is entirely different. And how much time did you take to absorb that?
How much was, right?
Time did you take to absorb this difference?
For me, it was actually tough.
It was actually a shock, right?
Yeah, it was a shock. It was a shock how fast is Dubai. How fast in all the sense, like that you launch a project and in 10 hours it can be sold out. For me, it's insane to understand. Now, of course, I have seen like many launches since then, but at the beginning I couldn't believe. I thought it was like kind of a scam, to be honest with you. When I arrived and everybody was so stressed, like we're gonna have a launch and let's say everybody ready, everybody registering the clients and everything, because it was like, no, if you don't buy right now, you lose it. Forever you lose it. For me, it was like, you know?
So that's...
But then I saw it, like the reality is like, yeah, nobody was lying. nobody was lying. It's like that. If you miss it right now, you're not gonna have the chance to have it again.
So you're right now working with Binghatti.
Yes.
developers. Why did you choose Binghatti, the place to work?
So before working for Binghatti, I was working for a real estate agency because I wanted to have some experience in real estate in Dubai, which
How
I
long
believe
was
was
that?
good. So 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 months I've been in real estate in Dubai. So in that time, I was just focused on prime areas and let's see different areas, trying to understand the cities, like how long it's gonna take me to learn about Dubai. It didn't take me a lot, but it took me more to just understand how everything works. So at that time, I was working with all the developers, and there was a few things that caught my attention from Binghatti. And one of them was that it was a developer that had everything in-house. So the construction company, engineer, design, everything in-house. That caught a lot of my attention, and how fast they were. And there was a thing also that there was always that I was seeing people from Binghatti. I saw them like a very professional way. So I wanted to learn more. I went to the developer. I tried to learn a bit more about that. And after doing several interviews with different developers and so on, I understood that maybe the best way was starting here. And I cannot be more happy than I am right now, to be honest with you.
Great. What's the basic difference that you see in a real estate company and a developer? So an agency and a developer.
I admire real estate agencies because it's too much information. So if you don't focus on a developer, or if you don't focus on an area or something, how difficult it is to know everything about every project, you know, because I know all the projects of Binghatti. Right now, let's say that we have 30 projects under construction. I know those 30. But for an agency, it's how many projects do you know? I really, really admire that because where do you take the clients? I don't know.
That's where maximum amount of learning happens.
No, it's difficult, huh? It's very, very difficult. For me, I'm safe. You know, I have this project.
So if I understand correctly, you previously in Spain, you were in a very, very nice, chilled out, comfortable environment.
Yeah.
You jumped from that to an agency environment, which was totally like going at all guns blazing, firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely.
And then you decided, no, I need to take a step back, have at least 25% of the chill factor back in. And that's the reason you went to a developer?
No. So there was a big difference actually coming from Spain in real estate, let's say, because I was working under exclusivity, let's say, with my clients. I was a seller agent, sorry. Was working for them, and I had like maximum 10 properties that I had to sell, secondary. Yeah. So I was working on those properties the whole time. I was not focused on the rest of the properties, let's say. I was just focused on this, let's sell this, and that's it. In the moment that I sell one, I will take another one and so on. No? So for me, it's actually very similar what I'm doing right now as what I'm doing in there.
But how can you so for example, if I'm selling something in downtown,
yes,
then I need to have at least an understanding of what's happening in the greater downtown.
Yes.
Because even if I'm just focusing on Binghatti, or I'm focusing on MR, or I'm focusing on the Mac, in order for me to make a compelling sales pitch about Binghatti, I have to do a comparison with MR and the Mac and other developers within the same location.
As an agency, yes. But as a developer, I don't need to. Because for me, it's better if I don't talk about
the other.
any other developer. If I just focus on what I'm selling, how is the area performing? Okay, for the area, we can speak. For my club project, we can speak. The ROI, we can speak about everything. But in the moment that they compare,
so that's where we come in.
Exactly.
That's where
the
we
job
come
of
in,
the
and
agency.
that's the job of the agencies is to not only give the recommendation, but give the holistic, truthful picture to the client.
Exactly.
That yes, we have this developer and this developer and this developer, and there are several projects, and this is the payment plan. So a complete in-depth analysis.
Exactly.
Not only about just selling a project, but a complete analysis of what other competitors are offering and which is the best solution
Yes.
for a particular client.
Absolutely.
So I think that goes way beyond just selling something. And I've seen a lot of real estate people, when a new project is launched, they just take the brochure and then they just go to the client and say, okay, this is the new launch. But how is this better than 10 other launches within the same week?
Exactly.
Or within the same month? And why this is special? And why should any client focus on this and need to look at this and need to understand this?
Exactly.
That is one element.
Is it better that I buy now? Is it better that I wait? That is the job of the agency.
That's the job of the agency.
Yeah. I can understand that a lot of investors can be very skeptical about agencies, but not at all. I think they didn't meet the correct person. I think they have to look for a professional that knows the market, knows what he's talking about, and focus on recommendations.
And I think those professional individuals actually help the developer team as well.
Yeah.
Because half of the task is taken up and they perform by them, and then they are the ones who actually tell you that
we should be a team.
We should be a team.
We should be a team, definitely. Yeah.
So if you had to ask, like, you deal with all these companies, real estate companies, right? If you have to list 3 things that you would like this end to improve, not that we're not sitting on the opposite side of the fence, but but you know, there's a developer team and the developer says, okay, from my agencies, if I could get 1, 2, 3, those 3 things would make my life much more easier. What would that be?
I will.
I'm putting you on a spot with a lot of your agencies.
No, but actually I have it very clear, very, very clear. Yes, I want an agency who is, first of all, honest, loyal, and that knows how to really see the need of the client. That's what I need from an agency. I don't need the agency to come and tell me I want this project. It's like, but why you want this project? Because my role here, let's say, is not only just close the deal. Because I want this client not to work with us 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. I want it to be a long-term relationship.
Sustainable long-term relationship.
Absolutely.
But when you say about, like, for example, I understand honesty is, without honesty, this will not go anywhere.
Yes.
But the second point you mentioned was loyalty.
Yes.
How do you define loyalty in this? So you think an agency should be loyal to a developer or a project?
Or a person. Also.
but I think the define that. Which person should take? For example, if I come to Binghatti,
for example,
where should be my loyalties be?
With my agencies, I want the best for my agencies, and I don't work with too many agencies. I'm a boutique sales manager. But what I want from them is the same level of loyalty that I'm given. Exactly.
So it's like the time and energy that you put into them.
Yes.
You want at least to be matched, if not superseded.
Exactly.
You want the same amount of energy from them as well.
Because, to be honest, my job could end in the moment that I sign the contract with the client, but it doesn't end there.
It starts there.
Exactly. I do a lot more work behind that. Really, I don't have why to do it. Because we have a big company, a lot of departments, and another one can take any of these tasks. But for me, I am the face representing Binghatti in front of that client. I want that client to see that I'm focusing on him, that is not only I'm closing this deal and disappearing. I want to take the whole process. If he wants something, let's say 4 months after we have signed the SPA, there is no problem for me. I'm glad to help that client. So I want the same also from the company, for the agency. I want that agency to be respecting the client in the whole process. You know that, there's a lot of real estate agencies. There are a lot of agents in Dubai, and there are some that are not as committed as others.
You give me an example of the most horrible experience that you ever had in this. Without taking names, obviously, with agents.
No, I have many examples. Like every day I'm receiving complaints, maybe from
the clients directly?
Yeah, clients that are texting me, or agencies that are texting me. It's like, Carmen, I know that you didn't sell this. I know that this is not your agency. I know that this is not your client, but please, can you help us? I need someone to intervene in this situation. Whatever the situation is, I will do it gladly, and I'm not getting paid for that.
I think you're gaining trust of a lot of people by that. And in this business, I've seen that the relationships and the trust that we forge, they go a long way.
It's very important.
And third thing that you emphasized was very true, and I have lived by that we should not be just selling things to people. We should be listening. For me, I consider myself to be a part of the solution provider team.
Yeah.
So everybody who comes to us, who wants to invest, has a problem, I would say. And we provide them with credible solutions to invest. And that makes us a part of the solution providing team.
Absolutely.
So that just not selling real estate, but actually providing credible information to people.
Yeah. We're giving a service. We are giving the whole experience.
So Binghatti has both ends of the spectrum covered now, all three spectrums. So you have affordable housing.
Yes.
You have sort of affordable luxury, you would say, and then you have ultra luxury as well. So define how do you clearly demarcate these projects? Because I know ultra luxury is where I can see, but ultra luxury does not only include a certain price point, right?
Yes.
It includes a lot of services, a lot of design elements, a lot of features, specific locations, specific build outs that are supposed to be created. So how do you define all these three segments?
So I will not say that one has less quality than the other, because that actually will not be true. As I told you before, Binghatti, we have everything in-house. So we have also the materials in-house and the construction company. What this means is that the same construction company and the same materials that are building Mercedes, maybe it's the same team that is also building Group in JVC, for an example, where we are seeing prices starting 11 million in Mercedes, and we are seeing prices 1.3, 1.4.
So you're telling me that the same materials are being used?
Some of them, yes.
Some of them.
Some of
Not
them,
all,
sure.
Definitely. You can't compare an 11 million project. So one element is the location.
Yes.
Because you have to buy a piece of land. You have to buy a plot. So the plot, actually, where that is located would dictate the first element of whether that is going to be ultra luxury, somewhere which is in prime property, or somewhere which is by a seaside or somewhere where it's like a very exclusive piece of land. Construction quality, construction philosophy, I would say. Now, brand association.
Yeah. So actually, this thing is actually very important about the brand. Because it's not only the three branded residences that we have, Jacob and Binghatti, Mercedes. It's not only that there is a collaboration with the brand, it's that how implicate it was the brand actually on
how
this
invested
project.
They are.
How invested, exactly. So when you look at the architecture, you look at the design, the materials, there was a decision like 50-50 with the brand. That is actually very, very important. Because it's not only that Binghatti has the construction company and Binghatti is putting the materials and so on. No, it's actually the decision between both of them of what are we gonna do here. No, there are a few things that are very important actually in this project. First of all, are the services that you can get when you get a property like this, as a valet or a private chef or concierge. It's there's a lot of extra services, let's say, that you can get. It's also the how spacious the sizes are, because we can be talking about 2-bedroom, maybe 2,400 square feet, like easy.
The sizes are entirely different.
Yes, yeah, and also the ceiling height.
The ceiling height is 3 meter, 4 meter. Now we're talking about 4 point something meter.
4.25.
4.25 meters.
Yes.
So that is amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Now,
And sorry to interrupt you. And also about the walls. That it looks like something that is not important. It's actually very important. When you go, for example, to the Mercedes construction, first of all, you will see a huge organization there, and everything is like so clean. For me, that was a kind of a shock when I go to a construction site. But one thing that really calls my attention was the white of the walls in between the apartments. Because when you get an apartment in an ultra luxury project, you get also zero noise.
And I know the noise insulation and then the thickness of the walls and the insulation material that is kept. Tell me something.
Yeah.
I understand these things. I'm an engineer myself, so have a bit of understanding on these things.
You know more than me.
Not really. So, if Mercedes-Benz hypothetically was not involved in that project,
yes,
what price difference would that have? Because Binghatti is 100% backward compatible. That means they have their own construction team, they have their own construction philosophies as well. And anytime they decide to construct, they have the capacity and the muscle that anytime they want to construct something which is ultra luxury, they can do it on their own. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, by adding, if I remove, for example, hypothetically, this Mercedes-Benz name or Jacob & Co name or Bugatti name, what difference will it have on the price and the construction philosophy?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what will be the difference. Like if I'm gonna buy a bag, if I'm gonna buy a bag and I go to the best artisan who is working in his garage. Maybe the quality is amazing, and he will put the price. But if I go to Hermes and I buy the same bag just because it's branded, I will be paying the brand also.
Perfectly fine. But then you're comparing a non-branded product to a branded product, right?
If we put the same quality, we can
put the same quality. And if we put the same quality, the price would again be 4 to 5 times higher, at least.
It's possible.
It's possible. In this case, brands like all the 3 brands that you have,
yes,
have actually nothing to do with either hospitality,
true,
or the construction philosophy.
Yes.
Like if, for example, you went to, if it was the flip the other way around, you went to Mercedes and said, okay, you guys are making amazing cars.
Yeah.
Binghatti would also like to make a car. And we would like to give our input to a car
Yes.
that you guys are making. What will Mercedes-Benz say? And how will that affect because it has to be relevance, right? So if Jacob & Co is coming, who makes some of the world's most amazing watches,
Yes.
no denying, they are the leaders in that sphere, but their contribution to a project,
Yes.
I mean, I understand. So I do understand that there is only one Burj Khalifa. The ultra rich, when they come to Dubai, they need to have, okay, I need to have a significance presence. I can tell somebody that my tower is unique. What is the USP of my property? Mercedes-Benz is not making 10 towers. Jacob & Co will not make 10 towers. They will make one tower. And that tower will have a USP that this is the Jacob & Co building.
Exactly.
How much extra am I paying? Number one. And what Jacob & Co, how Jacob & Co is adding value to that. Because for me, Binghatti is a trusted name which has been in the market for a number of years, and they on their own are making amazing projects. So I'm just being devil's advocate. I'm not putting down a brand.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But a lot of my clients come to me and say, Asim, we understand Binghatti is amazing. They're superb. Jacob & Co makes amazing watches. Nothing against them. But what kind of value addition are they bringing on the table? That question is, okay, I am willing to pay 10% or 20% extra amount just to have that tag on the building so that I have a unique building.
Yes.
But apart from having a tag, what actual value addition is there?
So there's a few important things actually that you have said. First of all is exclusivity. Because as you said, Bugatti is not gonna make 100 Bugatti buildings. No, there is only one Bugatti residence in the world, and it's this one. And second of all is, you said right now, what is the value that Jacob & Co is putting in this building? How much costs a design of a watch from Jacob & Co? So imagine, let's extrapolate, let's say, this design of one watch to one building. That is actually the value. When you hire someone from, let's say, IT, okay? And I say, my computer has something wrong, and he do like, done. Are you paying for the time that he's spending doing that? Or are you paying for the whole experience that took him to learn all that, exactly, all the knowledge to solve your problem in 1 minute? You're paying actually for that. So this is the same. We have an experience, we have branded with an experience companies, for example, Mercedes, 130 years old company that is doing the collaboration with Binghatti. That is the value extra.
130 years of experience in
cars.
Exactly. So if I have an IT guy and I bring him on the table, and say, okay, this is a person you need to hire or do an HR evaluation. He may have the best degrees in IT. He does not have an experience in HR.
But also, it's not that they are doing cars and that's everything they do.
They're building a lifestyle.
It's the design.
So that design element, and I think all these companies have a lifestyle, because now we see the Mercedes-Benz has ventured into lifestyle. Bugatti is also venturing into lifestyle, except for Jacob & Co. I didn't see Jacob & Co. venturing into lifestyle. Probably they have. I haven't seen that, so I'm not aware of that. But Mercedes-Benz, I completely understand. They are doing design. But that design element is relevant to, like, Jacob & Co. is a watch brand. They will have the design philosophy. They will have the best materials to create and manufacture a watch. And that's their expertise.
But that's
how does this collaboration work?
That's why we are joining. So because Binghatti only do buildings, Jacob and Co only do watches. But when they do an alliance, let's say, they have created like something magnificent.
So, for example, if I love Jacob and Co watches,
yes,
and I love the design philosophy,
yes,
elements of that philosophy will be reflected in this building.
Absolutely.
And that is what is going to make this unique.
Yes.
And that you cannot have anywhere else, because the original Jacob and Co people would never be involved in any other project.
Yeah.
You can have your own inspiration from there and do this, but you will never have this. So I think that clarified a lot of questions for us. But thank you, Carmen. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I think this is going to be the one of a few sessions. We will bug you again. But thank you for coming on the channel and clarifying a lot of things for us. It brought a lot of clarity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And with this, we come to an end of this session of the Brick Buzz. If you have any other questions regarding what the developers are doing, Binghatti is doing, Binghatti is coming up with some fantastic projects, and you've heard the design philosophy, the efforts that go behind that, please reach out to us and we'll bug Carmen and we'll ask her. Thank you.